Hello children, starting with the first chapter of your English in our English class, and that is Taro's Reward. Now, who is Taro? Taro is a young lad. Lad means a boy. And generally, this is just a folk tale, that Japanese folk tale. And folk tales are the stories which we don't know whether they are true or not, but they are generally passed out from generations to generations orally. Okay, so it is a story of a small lad, a young lad, who is a poor woodcutter. Woodcutter means a person who generally earns his living by cutting wood and selling it. He loves his old parents, but because of poverty, he is unable to fulfill their wishes. So he is having old parents and to whom he love a lot, but since they are poor, so he is not able to fulfill their wishes. He is not able to give all the comforts to his parents. So let us go through the story. One evening, when Taru and his parents were sitting in a corner of the hut that was on the hillside, a strong wind whistled through the cracks of the hut, and everyone felt very cold. So one evening, what happened when they were sitting in the hut is a kacha house, as you all know, you have studied in EVS. So they were poor, so they were residing in a small hut that was on a hillside. Hillside means near the hill. A strong wind whistled through the cracks of the hut, and everyone felt very cold. So what happened when they were sitting in the hut? A strong wind whistled through the cracks of the hut. That means a strong whistle means entered through the cracks of the hut. Maybe we can say that a strong wind blew through the cracks of the hut, because in hut there are many cracks through which the air can easily enter through. So everyone felt very cold since the wind blew through the cracks. So everyone felt very cold. I wish I had a cup of sake. It would warm me and do my old heart good. So, what did his father say at that time? I wish I had a cup of sake. What is a sake? A sake is a drink which is made of rice, and generally it is popular in Japan. So, it is a bit warm. So, when we drink it during winters, we feel a bit warm, like we have a cup of tea when we feel very cold, or we have a cup of coffee in the same way. In some places they have a drink called sake, just to keep their body warm. This made Taro sadder than ever, for the heartwarming drink called sake was very expensive. So the Taro felt very sad at that time, because the sake which his father was demanding was very expensive. Next morning, Taro jumped out of the bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest. So since he was feeling very sad, so he in the next morning he just jumped out of the bed earlier. That means came out of the bed, or we can say woke up early. Okay, so he woke up early and than usual. That means usually he used to get up a bit late, but that day he woke up early and made his way to the forest. Made his way to the forest means he went out into the forest. Why did he go to the forest? Because he was a woodcutter. So in the forest only he used to cut the wood and then earn his living. He chopped and cut. What did he chop and cut? He chopped the wood there. His mouth was dry and his face was wet with sweat. So what happened, since he was cutting the wood? So he was doing a lot of hard work. So what happened? His mouth was dry. That means he was feeling a bit thirsty, and his face was wet with sweat. Wet means um, he was sweating. That means when he was doing hard work, when generally we do hard work, what happens? We start sweating. So he started sweating, and that is why his face was wet. What did he say? My poor old father, if only he was as warm as I. So now he was feeling hot, he was feeling warm. So he says, just wished that may my poor father also feel as warm as I am feeling here. Suddenly, Taro stopped chopping. He heard the sound of rushing waters. Suddenly, he heard the sound of rushing water, since his mouth was also dry. So, he was feeling thirsty. So, he heard a sound of rushing water. He ran in the direction of the sound. So, since he was feeling thirsty, so he ran in the direction of the sound. Could it be could it possibly be rushing water? So he just wondered that I am hearing the sound of rushing water, but is it possible that really it would be water, rushing water? So he ran towards the direction of the sound. Taro saw a beautiful waterfall hidden behind a rock. So what did he find when he rushed towards the direction from which the sound was coming? He found a beautiful waterfall hidden behind the rock. Means rock is sometimes used for the hill. So behind the hill, what did he found? A beautiful waterfall. So since he was feeling thirsty, his mouth was dry. So what did he do? Kneeling, he cupped a little in his hand and put it to his lips. So what did you? Kneeling means sitting down with the knees down. Okay, bending to your knees. That is called the kneeling down. Sometimes you are also given the punishment of kneel down. That means when you are bent to the knees, that is called kneeling. So he also knelt down. He cupped a little. A cupped means when you don't have any kind of glass to glass or cup, what do? You hold both your palms together and give the shape of a bowl. Okay, that is called cupping. He cupped a little. That means he joined both his palms together to have a sip of water that was falling from the waterfall. So he cupped a little his hands and put it to his lips. So he took some of the water that was falling from the waterfall in his cups. That means he cupped his hands and took the water and to his lips. I can't believe this waterfall has delicious shake instead of water. So when he tasted it, what did he found? That it tasted like a shake. He couldn't believe it, but it was tasting like a shake, which he wanted to have for his parents. His father demanded for the same, and to his surprise, what did he find? That from the waterfall, the water was not coming. In fact, the shake was coming in that waterfall. So he was very happy with it. Now what did he do next? Taro quickly filled the pitcher he had with him and hurried home. What did he do? From that waterfall, he filled the pitcher. Pitcher, what is a pitcher? Yeah. What can we say? It is a earthen pot. Okay, a pot made of mud, or we can say an earthen pot. Generally we also use it in summers to fill the water. So he had a pitcher with him which he filled with that shake. The old man was delighted with the shake. What did he do? He filled the pitcher and took it at home. The old man was delighted with the shake. That means delighted means very happy. When he had already he wanted that shake, and when he got it, he was very much delighted. Delighted means happy, very pleased. Okay, so he had the shake happily. After only one sip of the liquid, he stopped shivering. Already he was feeling very cold. So he had a sip of it and he felt a bit warm. So he stopped shivering. Shivering means shaking. When you feel very cold, then you start your hands and legs start shaking. That is called shivering. That afternoon, Taro's father politely offered his neighbor a cup of shake. The lady drank it greedily. So, what did he? Since Taro was a very good boy, his parents were also very gentle. So, what did they do? When Taro got a full pitcher full of shake, then they shared it with their neighbors. So, what in the afternoon? What did they do? They gave it to a neighbor, a cup of shake. The lady drank it greedily. Greedy means a person who is having the desire of having more and more is called greedy. So the lady drank it greedily. That means while drinking, she had the desire of having it more. Okay, so the lady drank it greedily. You see, the shake is from the waterfall that my son found in the forest. So what did the man was very honest, very simple and very gentle person. So he just said whatever was the truth. He said that this shake, from where did he get the shake? From the waterfall in the forest. So he said the same thing to the lady. The neighbor left in a hurry. So, since the neighbor was very greedy, she left in a hurry. But by nightfall, she had spread the story throughout the village. So, what did she do? Throughout the village, she spread that thing that the woodcutter got the shake from the waterfall which he found in the forest. We must see the magic waterfall. And she also insisted all the people, that means she encouraged all the people to see where is that waterfall, so that we can also get a sake. So she spread the news, and then also motivated all the people to join her to see the waterfall where it is. That evening there was a long procession of visitors to the woodcutter's house, and when she spread the news in on the whole city, then what happened, that there was a long procession. Procession means a large number of people moving in this in a queue in the same direction, in the crowd of people moving in the same direction. Maybe they are going to attend a program or function or a ceremony, then that is called a procession. Okay, so there was a long procession of visitors to the woodcutters. As you can see, there are many people outside the house. So there were a large number of people or visitors coming to the woodcutter's house. Each person heard the story of the waterfall and took a sip of the sake. So each person, just to confirm whether the woodcutter is saying true or not, they all came with a cup and had a sip of sake. That means a little amount of sake, just to taste it and to know the story of the waterfall, that where is the waterfall. Next morning, Taro started for the work even earlier than the morning before. So since Taro again wanted the sake for his parents, because it was too cold, and they were feeling very cold, and he wanted to give them comfort. So he again went there early in the morning to get the sake for his parents. He intended to go to the waterfall. So again, he was intended to, means he was willing to go to the waterfall because he wanted the sake for his parents. When he reached, he found to his great surprise all his neighbors were there. So when he reached there, what did he found? That all the neighbors were already there to get the sake, because the story, that lady had spread the story everywhere in the village. So all of them went there to get the sake. Then one villager knelt and held his mouth under the waterfall to drink. Then what happened? That one of the villagers just went there and held his mouth there itself under the waterfall to drink a lot of shake. That means the person was very greedy, and he himself sat there and held his mouth there to get the shake. Water, nothing but water. But what did he get? Water, nothing but water. The taste of the thing, the liquid that was falling from the waterfall, the villagers, what taste did they get? They get the taste of water only. Water, nothing but water. We have been tricked. Tricked means someone when is playing pranks with you, that is called trick. We are being tricked, that means someone has cheated us. Okay, there is nothing, there is no sake in this, there is only simple water that is falling from this waterfall. Muttering their anger and disappointed, the villagers left the place. So all of them tasted it, and they found the taste of water there, and they did not find any sake there. So they all were in anger as well as very disappointed. Disappointed means they were not satisfied because they did not get the sake, so they were not satisfied. So they were all disappointed, very much unpleasant feeling was there in them, and they left the place because they were not satisfied, so they left the place. Once more Taro caught a little liquid in his hand and put on his lips. So Taro was very much surprised, because the previous day he found sake in the same waterfall. So he said that I found sake previously, now there is water. So he once again just put his hand there and took some liquid and then put it to his lips. That means again took it to the lips to taste it, whether it is water or it is a sake. It is not water, it is sake. What did he find? Again it was tasting like sake only. So again he said that it is not water, it is sake. To the thoughtful son, the magic waterfall gave delicious sake. So thoughtful son means one who thinks about others, one who is worried about others, one who has pain about the others in the heart, the one who has a feeling of giving satisfaction to others. That person is called thoughtful. So to the thoughtful son, the magic waterfall gave the delicious shake. To everyone else, it gave only cold water. Others were just greedy. They wanted the shake, They were greedy about it, they wanted more and more of it, so to them it appeared only as a cold water. The story of Taro and his magic waterfall reached the emperor of Japan. So as the story was spread in the whole village, so gradually it reached up to the emperor. Emperor means the king. So gradually as it spread in the village, it spread to other cities also, and gradually it reached to the emperor. Emperor means the king of Japan. He sent for Taro. He sent for Taro means he called for Taro. He said his men to call Taro and rewarded him. Rewarded means that, he gave him some kind of prize, some kind of appreciation. Then he named most beautiful fountain in the city after Taro. That means there was a beautiful fountain in the city which was named, given the name after Taro. This is to encourage all children to honor and obey their parents. And why did he give him the reward? He just gave the reward because he loved his parents, he obeyed his parents, he honored his parents. That means he gave respect to the parents, and was very thoughtful about his parents. That is why the king gave him the reward, and just mentioned there that this is why this is given to you. Why? Because you are very thoughtful about your parents. So what moral do we get from the story? That we should always love our parents, care for them, be thoughtful about them. We should not trouble them, and should always obey them. And not only parents, even other elders, if they are in the home, then we should always be thoughtful about them. We should think about them, and we should think the best about them in however manner. If we can satisfy them, if we can please them, then we should definitely do that. Okay, so hope you all enjoyed the story and understood the story. So there are few questions in the story. How can you say that Taro is a thoughtful son? Because how can we say that Taro was a thoughtful son? Because he was worried about his parents. He wanted to give warmth to his father, who was feeling very cold, and for that he woke up early in the morning and went to the forest to earn something. And to his surprise, he found sake for his parents also. What did the magic waterfall give to Taro? Magic waterfall gave sake to Taro, and to others what did it give? Only cold water. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Okay. See you then in the next class.